Welcome to Heathen's Garage. We bought the cheapest running fuel-injected 5-speed V8 car we could find. And now it's going to be the winter beater. So this is it. Well, it's undeniably pink. Well, it's cheap. We've already gone ahead and put some studded winters on it, so that's good. Yeah, it's a 1995 Mustang GT. You can tell it's for performance because it's got a hooligan sticker. It's got that sticker. It says 5 liter and GT. A black interior-ish, and it's had some really nice custom seat work done, so that's better than foam sticking out. Yeah. We're gonna just get the hood open here. Let's see what this has to offer. How do I get into here? You know where the lever is? Here it is. This is it, the mighty 5 liter. It's got stickers up here for things, so it's got a warm air intake, because that's a bad idea right there. And then it's got new plugins. It's got this belt that makes a bunch of noise. It's got some new hoses. This looks got a sticker on it still. That leaks. That's not great. I might have to look into that situation. This is supposed to be secure. It's got something blue and anodized there. That's the EGR pipe. It just blows exhaust gas out of here and into the engine bay to warm that up. It's got headers. That's pretty cool. It's got a bad starter and an exhaust leak and a vacuum leak, and there's a stack of O2 sensors and other parts in the trunk, so we're just gonna start investigating that. Dear wife offered me the chance to work in a nice shop instead of in our barn today, and it's a little cold and the barn's a disaster because we're insulating it in preparation for the winter that's already arrived. So we're gonna work in here for the day. Alright, check this thing out. This is the leak tester. It's set to smoke. And we have this, and it's making smoke for us. Now we're going to stuff this into here. And we're going to see where all our vacuum leaks are. Do we see any vacuum leaks? Okay, so there's leak number 1. I really can't believe that repair job's leaking it. It looks so good. We got a little one back here as well with this nice foil tape job, and we see one down here too. Yeah, there's a few. Well, the good news is that's in the trunk, and the gasket set's in the trunk along with a bunch of other stuff. This is kind of an ugly engine to look at, isn't it? So far this is shot. It does stuff. Well, it's supposed to do stuff, but it doesn't. So that's cooked. And then we had a vacuum line that was just crumbled in my hands when I took it off. Where did it go? Here it is. It's made out of nothings, and it sort of falls apart. So we gotta replace that. Wherever it goes to. We were gonna use that other intake, but unfortunately, the ports down here are both broken off, and all the studs are missing, and there's enough other little things. Not to mention, it's just not as good of a casting. We're gonna see if we can't fix this previous repair. I don't know, like, those are really long bolts to use. We can at least put shorter bolts in. It sure makes the guy wonder, what were these holes here for? Like, why did they drill these holes to begin with? And we're not going to pretend that that's good, but don't know, it's good enough. Should really get these shavings out of there. This belt is, well, it's fine, actually. But the reality is that smog pump that's in there, we don't want that anymore. Now, unfortunately, this alternator is pretty much cooked. It's real stiff. So that's not great. That goes on the list of future things. Intake on, and all this stuff done up, and we fixed a bunch of vacuum leaks. We also re-smoke tested it, and well, there's very, very minor compared to there was. So, let's try that. So since we're here and we have opportunity, why don't we just throw it in the air and see what we got going on underneath? Good news is the chassis has lots of lubrication. We got some power steering ATF lubrication, and we got some rear main seal lubrication. We got some dipstick tube lubrication, and we got some transmission output seal lubrication. We got some differential pinion seal lubrication. So that's, hey, look at that. It's got new coil springs in the back. That's pretty cool. And it's got dual tubes with MagnaFlows. It looks like it's got a new U-joint. And it's got no catalytic converters. That's all pretty cool. Since it was in the air, seemed like a good time as any to do that starter. So, you know, you get this going on. And out she'll come. Maybe, eventually. Now, it might be hard to believe, but this starter just doesn't work every single time anymore. Like, it's really good and all, but I guess it's dirty on the inside. So we'll put in this shiny new one from Rock Auto that was like 50 bucks. Starter's in and vehicle's back on the ground. We're gonna fire it up and see if anything's changed. We'll probably check the timing and go from there if we want to do the O2 sensors or not. Alright, here we go. Yeah, hook battery back up first. Alright, take two. Clutch. The starter works. Yeah, not about figures. We're gonna set the timing on this thing. First thing we're gonna do is take this and put a mark so that we can see it on 0. Now we'll be able to find it. We see it up there on the thing where it tells you the stuff. This thing here, this gray doodad, it's gotta come out. That's step number 2. So it's also a two-handed job. There, that's all that is. It, I don't remember what it's called. Lets the computer do things with timing. Now the computer doesn't do anything with timing. Now you see this? Fancy distributor wrench. You drop him in there. Yeah. Oh, where are you? There you are. You go down there, and you go on the nut, and you just crack him loose. There we go. That's enough. More than enough. Just tight enough that you can barely move it, but it won't move on its own. It needed like 7 degrees of timing, so we put that in her, and I guess we'll see how it runs now. Well, it's running way better, but it sort of stinks pig rich, so since we have O2 sensors, we're gonna swap them. Just gotta warm it up sometimes, that's all there is to it. It didn't want to come out. That ought to be warm enough. I think it's working. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's handy. You see that? Oh, those little things haven't fallen off are hot. Oh. Well. There ain't many threads left there. Well, I did retap the threads. They're probably 8% better than they were before, so they're still, you know, not good, but hopefully they'll last for now. For the record, I have serious doubts that this will fix the rich running situation, given the fact that I'm not positive they're the right O2 sensors, and also because I think there's an exhaust leak and all the new O2 sensor in the world won't make it read right if you've got an exhaust leak in front of the O2 sensor. One last thing I want to check. I want to see what gear ratio it has. We put a mark here, see? Go to the tire. We're going to put it smack dead in the middle, right there. Now what we're going to do is turn the drive shaft and count how many times it goes around before we see the other one again. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and there's our mark. It's about right there, and our mark's up here. So 3.5, which means this went 3.5 times for every one of those times. So probably it's got about 355 gears in it. That's fine. It's a good gear. It's not fixed by any means, but it is unquestionably running better and less rich. So, good enough for a guy like me right now. Funny thing happened the other day. Remember that alternator that I said, oh, I kind of need to change this. It's not very good. Well, it didn't. And now the Mustang's on a trailer because, you know, reasons. On the list of luxury items that I own, a 6-year-old tilt deck with the wireless winch. Not a bad purchase. Oh, that's getting really close. Let's see how close that gets. Oh no! That's not great. No, we're okay. Everything's fine. That's as close as you could be. You know, this is a dumb place to stand. Successfully got the car into the barn. So I was driving home, and it stalled. Just sort of had an idle, and it just stalled. And then it wouldn't crank again. This is our problem spot, right here. Do you see this problem? You hear it? Oh, of course, now it spins free. Oh, there we go. You hear all those noises? And then it stops. And then it really stops. And then it doesn't turn at all. So we've got a new alternator now put in. We're gonna just tackle that old job. Whoa, there's all kinds of things in here. Hi, buddy. Here we are. The power of way alternator. Where's my magnet? Oh man! Where's my Rock Auto magnet? I didn't get a new magnet. Okay, back to this. Look at these guys. Papers. It says how to install an alternator. That's pretty good. And we've got a nice, shiny new alternator. Look at it. Isn't it shiny and new? It was the cheapest one I could buy off Rock Auto. Can't believe I didn't get a sticker. Does this look right? Yeah, that looks like Alternator. Does it go around nice? Yeah. This one doesn't make funny noises. Battery disconnected. First alternator bolt loose. That's the wrong. Yeah. You wouldn't make both the same, would you? The old double wrench. Oh yeah. Don't you go. No. No. Not interested. Come on. Little bolt. Come over there. Now we pop it out. Oh, yeah, it'll just come right out. See? The pry bar action. Now. Yep. Yeah. There we go. Lift gently. And turn. I need a pick. Do I have any of those? Yep. I knew that was gonna break. Come on. Let you go. That'll come out easy. Hi, Luna Bear. How are you? How are you, Albert? You having a sleep? Good day, eh? Yep. Just gonna put some fresh electrical tape over this and call it good. Now, somehow we gotta secure that back on its home. That's not very secure. Little dop of silicone to hold the connector in. But not so much you can't tear it off. See this? It doesn't. This doesn't fit. There's a. See, there's a slot here. Oh, where are we? There's a slot there and a slot there, but this is too fat, so it doesn't fit. You do sometimes get what you pay for. Just keep filing. Just keep filing. You need to give that a whack. I'll show you. I should show you this. It might be interesting to somebody. See this? It locks your alternator up tight. Lots of times you have to knock them back when you put a new one in so that it can slide in. Then the new bolt just pulls it in and it's fixed again. Oh yeah. I sure wish I had a factory airbox for this thing. If anybody has one, let me know. The good news is, because this actually just stalled the engine, the belt appears to be totally fine and undamaged, so we can just slip him right back on. Oh no, we gotta remember how this works now. Oh, this has to go here, it has to go under, and this has to go over, and this goes under. Now I'm lost. Now we do the dangerous part. Got a little ratchet in there. Yep, you go over there. You go under there. On. Hey, that wasn't so bad. Can I have the ratchet back now? Can you please? No, I want the extension too, though. Hey, we're back together. Look at how shiny it is compared to literally everything else. Oh well. Give her a little bit of a crank and see what happens, eh? You ready, dogs? It's okay. Nothing bad's happening, alright? Everything's good. Nothing to be scared about, alright? Sorry, guys. Okay. Everything's good, dog. Alright, battery is charging. Everything's happy. It's good now. That's success. In the trunk of this thing, we found ourselves a wheel bearing. And we lifted the front of the car up, and I don't know if you can hear that, but it needs a wheel bearing. This looks hard to put in. How does this work? Get the old hubcap remover on here. Yep. Oh no! Spline drive. I don't have any spline drive stuff. You see these? Look real good here. That doesn't work for me. I don't have any. I don't have the thing, the socket, the spline drive adapter deal. So that could be a problem. Unless maybe it's in the trunk. Oops. Look, an intake manifold is garbage. Oh, that's my timing light. I should put that away. We got an oil filter, valve cover gaskets, a fuel filter, some sort of seal, power steering fluid. How about under the spare tire? Do we see anything? No, we don't. We don't even have a jack. Unfortunately, I have not had a stroke of brilliance of how to get those off without the appropriate tool. Also, I know where there is an appropriate tool and it's only about 4 minutes from my house. But I'm gonna do that like tomorrow, not today. So that's a future Ethan problem. I guess that's where we'll end the day. Well, actually, we're gonna open this other Rock Auto order because I don't know what it is. Maybe it'll have magnet in it. And that'll make me happy. Brushes! 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 They're really cheap from Rock Auto if you ever need some of these. There's a brass one, a metal one, and a plasticky one. A letter and number stamp set. Because I lost mine. 10 mil, another 10 mil, 10 mil, another 10 mil. I know the jokes like wore out, but I actually lost my 10 mils, so. Ooh, no. Well, we got a Tahoe, I guess. That's what we got. You go right there next to the other cars. And we'll see you tomorrow, I guess.